I would guess a sun set.
Yeah, this is southwest. Yep. Setting right behind the Rocky Mountains.
Right. And this is an example, everybody. I want to just give you a heads up. This is an example of the sky looks pretty normal here, don't it? But it's not as normal as it might look. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yes. So we're going to look at a couple of other photographs, but I got this yesterday evening as the sun was setting. Now, you look at this just like you said, you would not notice that there is actually, I think, an actual object there, and we'll show it out. So I'm coming out here, I got the camera going, and you can see it, can't you? Right here. Now watch
I can see it, yeah.
Watch what happens, folks, and this is part of that cognitive disconnect. It looks normal, but it's not. And we know because of what we're now discovering, I call them gravity waves. I'm sure that that's not the proper term, but that's what I look at it.
I think it's just electromagnetic waves, Wayne, myself. Maybe.
So I started pulling in closer because you can actually see this object here it was quite remarkable. Now, of course, people can decide what they want. But as I began to put this through filter, Steve, it became even more defined. You can actually see how it's traversing. Now people say, well, I don't see that. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, like you guys are seeing Santa and the chocolate bunny in the clouds phenomenon, but okay, whatever.
So I'm going to simply close out on this one. I want to show you our little friend here.
This guy shows up all the time.
Yes, didn't even know it was there. And
always when we're photographing stuff too. Do you notice that?
Yeah. So I tried to grab this thing because I could see it come in. So I don't know. You tell me.
Again, high speed, little object. We isolated one of these on a film the other day. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Well, thank you. So this was yesterday morning here in Denver. Steve, something happened. As I said, I was out at 5:45 with my telescope looking at Jupiter. If you have a telescope, you can see a lot of the moons of Jupiter right now. It's just amazing.
They're lit up like little Christmas balls.
Yeah, this happened in 90 minutes. And none of this is real clouds. None of this. And what I began to see, by the way, this is a viewer submitted photograph. Let me see. So, Steve, here's what we're seeing. This was yesterday morning. Look at this, Steve. I'm asking everyone, if you take pictures of this, when they're chemical spray in our sky, I call it gassiness now. Well, look at that, Steve.
Again, I reserve judgment on this. I don't know if this is one of those like last ditch gambits to try to save lives. I don't know what it is yet.
But look at this. This is what I started seeing. And if you're not looking for it, you would simply just ignore it, right?
Most people would, because they don't know what it is. They wouldn't even know how to explain what it is.
So I'm just going to go through a couple more. By the way, this was from our friend Steve B.
Steve!
Hey, Steve! Guess what he's capturing? It's a comet.
Is it?
I think he says that was Enki. Yeah, I think he said that's Enki.
Enki. Woo!
Enki coming again. This is from a good friend in the Mount Rainier area. Again, the greasy clouds. Look at the coloration.
The wavy clouds.
The wavy clouds. So I don't know. By the way, this is from our friend in Norway. Guess what they're putting in this island?
Hopefully just slag from like a mining operation or something, right?
No. I think the residents of Norway would like that idea too. Yeah, they're putting nuclear waste there. Yeah.
I always liked Norway.
Yeah. So again, more pictures, just discolorizations, Steve, reactions to the camera. I believe this one is from Australia or New Zealand yesterday as well. So the whole
See the orb, apparent orb in the upper right hand, 1 o'clock position.
right there, folks, we're going to catch them on this, and we're going to start mounting the evidence. Another one, I tell you, these rose petals just amaze me. Someone put this together, I believe, from the Tampa area. Again, more of mucking of the sky. Look at this one. Now, I found this one interesting because the person who submitted this, I believe he said this was huge, this halo. And Venus, of course. So there you go. So do you have anything on your end there?
I got a couple to show.
Well, I'll turn it over to you. And by the way, all photos that are used on the Steiger-Olson report have been given by permission of the person to whom they have submitted the picture from.
That's correct. So yeah, and here's some more discoloration like you were talking about.
Look at that. Where's this from?
This is from, I'm just going to say the United States. People are very, guarded about their,
yeah.
But look at this, the red discoloration of the clouds that we see oftentimes at sunsets now.
I mean, it's starting to even permeate the blue.
Right. But as we look at this one, this is what I wanted to get into for my little segment here is, so here's one of the big, red, orbs again, and we oftentimes see the ejecta coming out from both sides and the top. And then you go, and I got one of my, dear viewers out there, subscribers. This is from one of the basilicas in Rome. And you got this, this is Apollyon, the destroyer. This is the Christian version of Shiva.
I've never seen this photo before. Very interesting.
Yeah, this one arrested me, man, because this reminds me of this. You know what I mean?
I know that they look at that.
They didn't have chemtrailers back when they did this one, I don't think.
Hey, how do you know?
I don't know. Yeah, he's getting, then down here we got a dude with a big chemtrail around his head. I don't know. But anyway, so just a weird Apollyon, the destroyer, the same phenomenon going on. They try to chemtrail the jeebers out of it when it's apparent. You see that?
Oh, I can. Now I look at this with different eyes. When I see it, I know that there is a phenomenon happening. And like with yesterday, Steve, they had 9 jets all of a sudden start coming from every different direction.
Apollyon looks pissed off, man. Look at his face.
You know what, when I see this, the mental image I see inside of me, I'm seeing an SDO picture.
I know, right?
That's the impression I'm getting on this.
Oh my God, that actually warps the conversation, man. In so many directions,
Hey, listen, I have friends.
And our friends have friends and all that.
Exactly.
All right, well, Yellow Rose for Texas put up another video.
Really encourage people to go watch it.
After a long absence, welcome back.
Good to hear it come back. We've missed
Here's
you.
a story, real quick. I don't know how they know this, but this is a story about the Northern Lights are going to be reduced from Britain by mid-century. My guess is because whatever's happening is going to go away and it's just going to calm down everything.
Or we're going to tilt further over.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then of course, we've got some, I think Mr. MVB333 was talking about the solar wind prediction, and I do see where he's coming from in the sense that where's Earth on here? Which one's Earth?
I think it's the one over on the right, isn't it?
This one? Earth.
Yep. Yeah, but down at the bottom?
Yeah, but he's talking about this solar wind here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I mean, we see this and talk about it, but we like to use this tool, which is the Enel heliosphere model. And what it does is it takes real data from satellites, all these different satellites, and it basically composites a view of, in this case, density. And we can see that that is absolutely borne out in this model as well.
Absolutely, it confirms it.
It confirms and validates what Mr. MBB333 was saying. But here again, when we have that strange IMF line going down below the Earth, in this case, because we're looking at it from this direction. So in other words, when we're like, so you see the Earth is here, this yellow dot, that's the Earth.
So it's going down below the ecliptic plane.
Right. So we just got burned by that thing, and then it's going back out and around. And remember how it knocked Jupiter around?
Yes.
Well, it bears out here. They never changed the model. So it must have happened that way.
Well, I know it's a model, but that also could, listen, something's going on out there. Look at this. Every time I see this, you know, I get this picture of this magnetic conduit, right? And something has just come in and screwed the works up. And as a result of that, we've got this freaking wake behind that that's just a train wreck.
Right. So now let's look at, here's the high energy density, or and you know, it's just high density, man, okay? Now watch what happens. It goes around. I need you to see this. Watch what happens. At some point, it's going to whip around. It hasn't happened yet, but at some point, last cycle, it will whip around. It will like go around all the way over to like 16 or 17. I haven't done it yet. Sorry about that, but that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction.
Well, so Steve, it's still just, you know, it's like when you were a kid and you were playing hide and seek, right?
Right.
And if you were the guy who was the seeker, you know, you just get the feeling that you know that someone was there, you know, and you look in that corner or that closet and, you know, you just get the feeling that, you know, it's like there's something just out there.
Well, and again, you can't just see this as being stopping over here somewhere. This thing could just keep going around like a helix until it connects to a fixed.
But my question is, this can't be coming from the sun.
Right.
The sun, listen, the coronal hole that's facing us now is not enough emission to come out and do. I mean,
hey, I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off at you, Wade.
Man, shut up.
I am very pissed off at you, Wade.
Well, come on, let's have a beer. Sit down and relax.
Chill out, man. But then this is now the radial velocity of the wind. It's just another model. It's one of the links that, you know, you can find easily, and you see, you know, that this is just a really good little now key. You can understand it better, where you can see the wind velocity went from 600 down to now in a lower level of 400. And then stereo and B also are measuring the velocity of wind to give us this kind of model that we can see a lot of velocity coming off the sun. Okay.
So again, where's this coming from? I mean, look at, you can see this.
So why is the plasma density so strong and it's coming from 3 different points? I get that, but it's like that can't be coming from the sun. It's coming the other way. That's what we're saying.
Well, and you know, well, you look at the charts and you can see that the density, the speed, the phi angle, it doesn't make sense to say that that would be coming from the sun. But hey, I can accept that I can be wrong.
I've had to eat so much crow doing this job. I cannot tell you how much.
Well, all I got to say is Liam Perrin. It makes it go down easier.
Anyway, this is a good place to end the segment. Just a little heads up on a couple of the little data points we had, a couple pictures from our subscribers. Thank you for sending them in. Apollyon, I don't know if he's pissed or not, so sorry, sir, if I pissed you off.
Peace, dude. Peace.
Yeah, peace, brother. If he's an Elohim or whatever the hell he is.